The Browns signed Jadeveon Clowney to a one-year contract yesterday, and opinions on Clowney's effectiveness vary all over the place. A lot of national people think he's got some stuff left and a lot left. Some also think, he hasn't quite lived up to that number one overall draft status, number one overall pick in the draft. An interesting take from LaVar Arrington, who was the second overall pick in the draft. And Arrington says the expectations may have been unrealistic because of a certain in particular play from Clowney back in college.
Every single time we want to justify Jadeveon Clowney's greatness, we show this play. And I didn't even, I did not even know this was queued up. I did not even know, but I know this is the play that we use to justify Jadeveon Clowney's greatness. You can't, listen, I had a play named after me, all right? LaVar leap. I hear about the leap all the time.
Yes, that's right.
That could be the biggest setback. That could have been Jadeveon's biggest setback, was making this play, because we are going to judge Jadeveon Clowney off of the potential of him doing this every single play. That's the problem when you do that type of stuff and you're not seeing the production. It's good to get tackles, a couple tackles for a loss, a couple sacks here and there.
Practice,
but you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy unless you see these things out of Jadeveon Clowney. And you know I'm right, B. Mark. You know I'm right.
For the record, LaVar Arrington only played 7 years in the NFL. So, but you know what? I don't care if they named a play after LaVar Arrington. That play by Clowney was a whole lot better than anything else that happened. Let's bring Dan Labbe back in. And Dan, I remember watching that play when it happened and was like, whoa.
Yeah, and you know what? He's right in the fact that when you think of Clowney, that is absolutely the first thing that pops into your head is that hit. And it is sort of what put him on the national stage and helped propel him to being the number one overall pick. I think the thing is, when we talk about Clowney, we do need to frame it a little bit differently, especially in a Browns uniform, because when you do pick a pass rusher number one overall, you expect him to produce at the level that we've seen Myles Garrett produce. You expect him to be one of the absolute best pass rushers in football. And Clowney has not lived up to necessarily that high standard, but he's not coming here to be Myles Garrett. And he's not coming here to be the Browns' top pass rusher. He's coming here to kind of benefit and eat off of what Myles Garrett can do and be single teamed. And, he mentioned in his press conference, he suffered that injury his rookie year and he still hasn't fully recovered from it, or he thinks it's at least held him back over his career. If Browns fans are judging Clowney off of, hey, this guy is a number one pick, then maybe they will be disappointed. But if they're judging him as a guy that can come here and be a legitimate number two pass rusher and a good run defender, and he can make some plays here and there, and I keep saying this, if he can make one play for you in the playoffs that changes a game, he's worth every single penny, and I think he has that potential.
And in fairness to Jadeveon Clowney, he hasn't been healthy. Microfracture surgery, that affects the way you run, and that was a big part of his game.